Coverage all week of the TotalEnergies BWF Thomas and Uber Cup finals, and we're embroiled in a Uber Cup semi-final today, which has opened a little bit like a damp squib, sadly, but we'll be in for some more really cracking action, I'm sure. This is what happened after just mere minutes. Ratchanok Intanon, the world number 6, retired after just 7 points to Chen Yufei. So there have been murmurs in the background that it's a shoulder injury of some sort that Ratchanok is hampered by, so electing to not play more than that. So she's obviously disappointed there, but she hasn't been played. It was her debut showing. In all the 4 previous matches that Thailand have encountered, she wasn't played, so obviously perhaps there was some sort of issue before, and perhaps it just got aggravated today. I don't know. It'll all come out in the wash, but anyway, Ratchanok sadly having to retire. Let's wish her well in her recovery and hope that she can ice her shoulder and get sorted out, physio and what have you. But anyway, next up it's going to be women's doubles. Prajongjai and Supajirakul take on Chen and Jia Yifan in that righty-lefty combination. Women's doubles supremos and silver medalists at the Olympics, of course. So Chen and Jia. So that's imminently. We're waiting for our athletes. We were told they were busy practicing out of the practice hall, all quite surprised by what's happened. But this is what we'll be bringing you. Rawinda Prajongjai and Putita Supajirakul taking on Chen and Jia Yifan any minute now. And I'm sure it'll get to an electric frenzy, this one, as has, of course, the match on the next court, show court 1, Japan against Korea. So here come the Thai athletes then, making their way out. And Rawinda Prajongjai leading the way. Normally plays alongside Jongkorfan Supajirakul. And, well, she's had 3 wins, only 1 loss here with her regular partner. But this is a fresh scratch pairing, really, alongside Putita Supajirakul. So surprising many there. And on that basis, it'll be a first meeting against their opponents today. The heralded, the decorated, former world number 1s. They've had 2 wins and no losses here in Aarhus so far. The 2017 world champions, former world number 1s, recent Tokyo Olympic silver medalists in women's doubles. They were number 1s in the world back in August 2018. So can they set this tie alight? I'm sure we'll see some intriguing rallies. We always do in women's doubles. Let's listen into the coin toss.
Okay, come here for the toss. Flip. Okay, do that. Yeah. Oh, decide. Serve or receive? You serve. Who receive? Jia Yifan.
Jia Yifan electing to receive, but they won the toss and elected to choose their end. So they've got plenty of fans here, fluttering the flags, ready to roar. And it'll be Rawinda Prajongjai that'll serve to get this one rolling to the only left-hander on court, Jia Yifan. 28 years of age, unranked alongside today's partner, that has been and is 6 in the world with Jongkorfan Supajirakul, her regular partner. So big change up there. Just obviously don't have a great head-to-head record against Chen and Jia. That's why they've changed it up, the ties, quite cleverly. They're very strong in singles, particularly now Ratchanok has pushed them down, the other 2 players down a couple of notches, so they can hopefully take on weaker Chinese opponents. That's the idea. Putita Supajirakul, 25 years of age. And well, she's been playing with TotalEnergies, and they're up to 9 in the world together. And And they've had a few wins here as well. But between them, they've not been selected as a team as such here. So this is their sort of debut showing together within this tournament. Now, talk of established pairings, there's not a lot these two haven't done. 24 years of age from Guangdong. As I say, has been up to one in the world with her regular dear friend and partner in August 2018. 2017 World Champions and recent silver medalists. Asian Games gold medalists, of course, in the last showing. Both 24 years of age from Chen and Jie Fan. And their route so far, down in Chinese Taipei, Su and Hu, 21-14, just under an hour in that quarter-final last night. And also Magelund and Raven of Denmark, 10 and 14 in 40 minutes on Tuesday. Indonesian umpire and German service judge just opposite, Cornelia Schröder. So, more dependable, normally very reliable. The world #2 pairing in red from China. They'll feel slightly relaxed in that Chen Yufei has got to the W already. So they're 1-0 up in this race to 3. Of course, we don't play all 5. As soon as one team reaches 3 wins, the match stops.
China, represented by Chen and Cha Yifan.
So China, strong favourites in this one, the first women's doubles of the semi-final.
Represented by Supajirakul and Prajongjai. Thailand reserve, Prajongjai to Cha Yifan. Level play.
Wow. Petita Supajirakul, known for her power smash, but of course the Chinese just so watertight in defence. And of course for Team Thailand, they'll be feeling perhaps a little bit flat coming into this with what happened in that previous match, with Intanon having to retire. And of course it was Intanon that won the opening rubber when they beat China in Bangkok in 2018 to go on to lose in the final to Japan. So, can they throw a spanner in the well-oiled Chinese machine by somehow getting through this doubles? Early impressions going the way of China. Unforced error there from Jie Fan. Don't normally see many of them. But that won't trouble her too much. They're so used to the big occasion, aren't they, the Chinese? That I'm sure they'll find a way of taking this in their stride. Oh yes, twinning beautifully, the Olympic silver medalists. So quick to pounce here. First strike from Jia, and then Chen on to that as well in response. Electric speed. Yeah, another really solid point from the Chinese. Both teams, though, good rally.
Service over, 3-5.
Oh, that's a wonderful return from Chen. The Chinese with the luxury of having so much depth in their team that, as I say, Chen and Jia far from overexposed. They've only played 2 matches here, so they'll be relatively fresh. Service error there from Jia Yifan.
4-6.
I'm showing a little compassion. I doubt they'll be in charitable mood tonight, though. Nice intervention from Petita Supajirakul.
6.
Oh, what a wonderful point that was. Both teams, terrific rally. Longest rally of the match so far, this one. And the momentum swaying all over the place. It was terrific to watch. That one, well, it thought about wriggling over, didn't it? Bobbled on the top of the tape there for quite a while. Dancing on it. China having a last laugh.
Service over, 6-7.
The Chinese, a bustling, energetic pair, used to hauling big titles. Oh, it's just missed. She wants to challenge, though. Well, both of them were united in their keenness to throw their hands in the air. Chen and Jia Yifan. So they want to have a look at it. Oh, it's a good call from the lines judge, though. Challenge unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 7-all.
So the Thais have done well here to haul this back to parity. They break to the front for the first time in the match, Team Thailand. And that ignites a wall of noise from their camp. Somehow those memories of 2018 come flooding back. Can they hold on and sustain this momentum? Unable to sustain it there. The run of points stops at 3 for the Thais. She'll be in action shortly. Subsili Prajongjai with a selfie stick. They've got it all going on, haven't they? Well, that was such a historic victory 3 years ago in May in the Impact Arena when they took down China. And they're trying desperately to relive it tonight. Incidentally, Prajongjai will partner alongside John Paul Fakiti Harakun, as we mentioned with the order of play. They'll take on Huang Dongping and Li Wenmei. All ages in to watch this one. Bristling with pace there from Chen to bring deadlock again to this tight opening game. Wow, down but not out. Petita Supajirakul take a bow. That's terrific defence, wasn't it? Well, what a match we're treated to now. This one really is bubbling up nicely. The Chinese just eking ahead by 1 point to the mid-game interval. Yeah, service fault called too high with the contact above 115.
11-all.
Atmosphere bubbling up nicely inside this Ceres Arena. Plenty in for the night session. Well done. Really good response. The two ties twinning very, very nicely. Rooting for China. I got you. I'll tell you what, there's plenty of inflatable clappers being belted and the horns are going. Drums. Got the whole musical ensemble. Oh yes, nice play from Xu Yifan, and the ties just hitting it right into her strike zone there. She was very alert, rack it up at the net. Lots of cries of Jayo. Yeah, so good at getting it below the tape. Very alert in that mid-court area. Indeed, both teams are, to be fair. Yeah, that's a calling card. Supajirakul dropping the hammer. There's Busana on Bangalore. She'll be up fifth match, should they need her. Prajongjai, as we mentioned, well, she'll be playing with John Kulfan Kuteharakan in the fourth match. Oh yes, lovely straight smash with plenty of chili on it from Xu Yifan. Huang Dongping loves it. She's up there with the drum. Doesn't want to wear herself out. She's up fourth match with Li Wen-mei. Oh yes, the sheer force of Putita coming to the fore. And they love that. More of that, please, they're suggesting, with their frenzied support. Still nothing between them. All eyes trained on this court. Thai team have had one run of 3 successive points. The Chinese, no more than 2. Unusual. Yeah, straight through the middle with ferocity from Team China to grab the slender lead. But I tell you what, the Thai captain will be really pleased the way that the Thais are holding up, you know, scratch pairing and all that. Doing very well. Oh, that's really clever play from Chen. Deft touch around the net there. Look at this, watch her get involved. Look at that, great intervention. Just bobbles off the net there, she's wise to it. Just drops that over there with that straight net shot. Look at that. How's that for speed of thought as well as movement? No, what's not to love about this one? Even some temperamental teenage lads can enjoy themselves. I got one of them back home. He doesn't smile much. Oh, too much, overpressed it, Jia Fan. Jungkook Fan, Kitty Harikun in hysterics about something from the camp. Oh, a little hole on the court, and Rowenda upset with herself there. She should have perhaps stayed to her right, but it's easy from here. And there perhaps the first real sighting of perhaps a little confusion in the rotation between the Thai pair. So far they've been pretty watertight. Suddenly, the world number 2s start to look that little bit edgier in the crunch. Been there, done it, got the t-shirt. That's the big plus. Yeah. Flat hard drive thrashed cross court from Chen. 3 in a row for the red-shirted Chinese pair. Take that, says Chen. Just upping their level when they need it most. World number 2s on fire at the sharp end. 5 game points for the Chinese. Well, after what was a really tight game until the very end of it, it's Chen and Xu Yifan that take the opening game. 21 points to 15. Coming good right when they needed to. So halfway home, world number twos. Well, the Chinese rode the mid-game storm from their Thai opponents and came back strong at the end of that opening game.
Second game.
What resistance can the Thais put up now in game two? How will they respond? Oh yes, it's brilliant, isn't it? Both teams really good badminton. Fresh racket there, poised and ready to go. If there's a string break in the middle of the rally, you'll often see one of them just run over to the side and pick it up. Their own racket, that is. Long rally, 45 shots, that one. Oh, it's brilliant cross smash from Chen. Such pace and accuracy. Piling on the pressure, the world number twos. Again, another little example of a chink in the Thai armoury, having not played much match badminton together. It was a rolling the dice from the Thai captain to put these two together, and we thought for momentarily it might pay off. But against the world number twos, you've got to be very, very good. Everybody desperate to capture the moment. Yeah, just overwhelming in the end, isn't it, from Xu Yifan? Now, the first sign of any negative body language at all from Rawinda She's been really good so far. Indeed, they both have. They're under a great deal of pressure, the Thai tandem. Now, let's be honest, this is a pretty thankless task as regards trying to down the world #2s and Olympic silver medalists. So I think they're doing a great job with their resistance so far. 5-point cushion in game 2 for Chen and Jia. How good is that from Chen? Mixing it up, you just don't know what she's going to do next. She's a very bright girl, and you know, when you see her and watch her with her peers, she's just so sparky, and you can see her inventiveness on the court. As you can with Jia Yifan as well. And I'll tell you what, she's lightning around the net as well. But that's the thing with these two, so good at the front and back of the court, both of them. Rotate in a blur around each other as well, seamlessly. It's all very smooth, this well-oiled Chinese machine. And as he says that, she makes an unforced error into the tape. Commentator's curse right there, I guess. Suddenly, the scoreboard pressure starting to weigh heavy on Thai shoulders. They know they've got to make their move soon. They're running out of time, and the last thing they want to do is cut themselves adrift here. You notice as well that there's very few liftaways, particularly towards Petita Supajirakul, the taller of the two Thais from the Chinese, and keeping that down to a minimum. And there was one. Just a little greedy there, Chen. But she's got that scoreboard cushion. Well, they got to the turn last time, 11-10. And this time it looks even more emphatic for Chen and Jia. Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? Very creative, very solid. To the Chinese duo. March to that 7-point cushion at the interval of game 2. Well, the red-shirted team, their solidity is provoking error. A little hesitancy there. Head-scratching moment for Xie Yifan. Tambourines are being banged in the Thai camp. They're battering a drum as well. Anything they can to rouse these two to somehow find another gear. Yeah, good heat on the smash from Putita. Very understated reaction afterwards as well from the tall Thai. She wants more of them. She hasn't been offered many of those smash opportunities from the Chinese. They know better. Oh, gorgeous from Putita. Supajirakul again. Just got a glimpse of Kantafon Wang Charoen as well. The men have come to offer a hand of support and enjoy the moments. But at the moment, the majority of them going the way of Team China. Very encouraging though for the Thais, just 5 points adrift. That's gone just over the back line, but they want to challenge it. And why not? They're running out of time. Oh, it was a good challenge. Not a terrific challenge, but... Very, very good from these two. They've been menacing all night, keeping their foot to the floor. 6 points away now from victory. Clever little flick serve from Xie Yifan. Well, when they were in the Impact Arena and had that win over China 3 years ago in the semi-finals, they had a tidal wave of home support, and that seemed to add an extra 10% to their technical and tactical abilities on the night. Oh, that's just audacious from Jie Fan, who's finding an extra level.
17-8.
Really good, spellbinding attacks. Look at this. Closing in on the W. Oh, stop it. She's having fun right now. You can't stop her. Look at this, masterful. Wow. Creativity with solidity. And that's what makes them the world #2 pairing. Very inventive and consistent. Take that though, suggests Rawinda. She's had enough. Pulls the trigger.
9-18.
Is there any more they can offer? Very good. There's been inklings and little twinkles of brilliance from the Thais, but nothing quite sustained enough in this mountainous task against the wall of China. Great wall. Chinese pressure too great. They've got the horn. Oh, ever so good. Just really very high-class performance tonight. "42 minutes, all they required." The Olympic silver medalists, Chen and Jie Fan, coming through. 15-10. A performance of class and determination. Strong-minded, characterful showing from this lefty-righty combination. They're really up and away now, Team China, and that's a 2-love lead, courtesy of a retirement from Prajongjai after just 7 points, and a very good women's doubles here from these two. That was how they put it to bed. They're so alert, mixing their attack lines, and Chen was just everywhere around the net like a rocket. So, twinning nicely, the Chinese and the world #2s stamp their authority on this tie immediately. And already so many matches won and no matches lost at all from the Chinese. And this is what we'll be bringing you. Pongpo Chunchewang, the world #10, takes on in an 11th chapter the world #9, all top 10 clash again against He Bingzhao. Well, dusk is descending outside. In fact, it's well and truly dark out there now, 8:30 local time approximately, and well, hopefully Team Thailand can make things bright again with a win. It's just what they need. They're 2-0 down to China, who've been absolutely relentless with their attacks here. And as you can see, Chen Yufei just needing mere minutes. Ratchanok sadly with an ailing shoulder that was impeding her, having to withdraw after 7 points. And in women's doubles